How's it going, everybody? So, I don't know if you can hear me okay. I'm playing around with camera angles, but so this is what I got going on tonight since we're kind of on carburetors. What I have here are two S136 HS136 carburetors. These are for a 2100, a big Husky, the big 2100 CD. So, couple things. The objective of today's video is to teach you how to plug one of these high-speed governors. Bet a lot of you didn't know that they even existed. Most of the time you don't have any issues out of them. But we're gonna plug this one here because if you looks like somebody's been in this one already. These brass plugs are really hard to get out, and a lot of time you end up boogering them up before you end up getting them out. Now, one thing that may catch your attention is this is a cast inlet nipple and this one's plastic. So there was an updated part number, which I'll put in the description because I can't think of it off the top of my head, that replaces this plastic piece. So this plastic piece is actually pressed onto a barbed nipple, and that's it. This is actually the whole elbow, and you just press that in where the barbed piece, the barbed nipple, previously went. So our objective is to replace this, or not replace it, but to plug this governor valve. Alright, so what you need is a good screwdriver. Preferably one that is what I like to do as a precaution, I will take out this whole choke assembly so I can get at this governor valve easier. So what we're going to do is we're going to need a couple different screwdrivers. Where is my, I think it's over here. Yep. This particular steel spark plug wrench here has a really good, it has a really good screwdriver on it. So what I'm going to do is pull this magnetic tray down and put all my parts in it. Alright, so first off we're going to make sure everything's in. Yep. Alright, so first off we're going to take this butterfly off. Ow. That's too, yeah, that's not gonna, alright. So we're gonna take this screw out, and then we're gonna pull the butterfly out. So this here is to give you an idle when the choke is down. This little half moon here, that's so it can still pull in air when you're choked. And then you'll see here in the throttle side, where is, we'll see here in the throttle side, See how you can see daylight through there? That's also to help idle. Or that's essentially your idle, one of the things that helps the saw idle when the throttle is all the way shut. And the same thing, that little cutout there is to just give you just allows it to idle or to start. All right, anyway, onward to the point of the video. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna gently pull this shaft assembly out. There is a detent with a spring in here, so don't lose it. Okay, so the spring stayed in. There's the detent. Spring remained in place. So it's essentially just a ball detent. And it just clicks in and out. All right, so now, looks like there's some, might need to, looks like there's some corrosion wanting to form in there. This is like, I think it's aluminum or something. It does oxidize or corrode, so that's why you always have to store everything properly. All right, so if you see that hole there, that is your governor. That's where the governor dribbles fuel in. That up there, that's your high speed. We're gonna go ahead and just strip it, just cause all right. Now, remember when I said that high-speed check, that removable high-speed check, that they were built into the other models? All that is up underneath that Welch plug there. So what meters your high speed is contained under that Welch plug, and it has the same type of jet there that feeds the high speed. We're going to go ahead and take these out. Now, I found that a lot of times your high speed is a slow taper needle. It's a tapered needle. And your low speed is a more of a nipple on the end of it. So that should help you differentiate the two if you ever forget. Alright, now your governor is fed just underneath your lever spring. Your lever, you see that hole there? That feeds the governor. So that goes down into your governor channel, and then once it hits a certain RPM, the ball in that governor opens up. It's called a buzz button governor. That ball check will open and then slowly start to feed fuel out that orifice there, keep you from burning it up. Now what I want to do is I'm going to heat it with a little bit of heat to see if I can expand that metal a little bit to help me break that brass governor loose. You see all the oil I got in the wood there? Alright. That won't even fit in there. So that's something you gotta look out for. This, ladies and gentlemen, women and children, is the infamous high-speed governor. The thing so many people hate. So the fuel feeds in through those two orifices. Then once it hits a certain RPM, that ball will move and start feeding fuel. All that's in here is a washer at the bottom, little brass washer, and the orifice, or there you can see it there where it meters into the venturi. Now that washer is important, don't lose it, because that washer needs to go on top of what we're going to use to plug that. Now, what you're seeing here in the top of this governor is, you see the screw to hold the lever in. That's what that big hole is. And that is where it pulls fuel in at, from just under the lever. So you can use a pie plate, you can use a soda can. I typically use a soda can. If I can find my scissors. Here they are. Sorry. So you get you soda can. Alright, get your I like to use this here. We're gonna measure this here. So just 0.2 inches. So we're gonna grab a punch, a leather punch, that is going to get us what we need. Probably gonna be, no. That one's probably gonna be it. Yeah, that one's too big. So we're gonna use this leather punch here, which is a quarter. It's a quarter of an inch. Take a hammer. Push that back out of there. And I like to go ahead and hammer it. I normally like to hammer it flat. Not too much though. Honestly, it doesn't matter all that much. That one kind of bent, so I'm just gonna grab another one. All right, so now all you do, here's the disc. All you do take that. Come on. Go home. Go to your new home. And seat that down inside there. See that? And then your brass ring goes over the top. Then your governor goes back in over that. And then at the very last little bit, you put some of that RTV, or I use the Yama Bond on the last little bit of threads there to keep it sealed up. So now I'm just going to grab the washer. Washer down in there now. And then we're gonna grab some of this, and I'll show you. With this stuff you get, it hardens. So what you do is you squeeze that out. Right. Focus, there we go. You're gonna squeeze and work that hard little nugget out of there. Helps a little bit if you have some help coming up behind it. There we go. Sometimes it's a lot larger than you think. There you go. Now you can I just like to put it on that kind of halfway down. And then we drop that back in there. And sometimes I'll back it back out again just so I can get some right there on the bottom threads. And then make sure it's on there pretty tight. Alright, there we go. Now I just clean it up just a little bit. Get all that extra off there. There's no reason to leave it nasty looking. There you go. It's back together. And that's how you plug the governor. Now I showed you how to deconstruct it. I'm not gonna sit here. We're already at 25 minutes, so I'm not gonna sit here and put everything back together for you. It's pretty self-explanatory. You saw it taken apart, so I hope this helps out somebody. Y'all have a good one, and until next time.